Hey there YouTube, Leapmaster here with another video review. This time we're taking a look at a Transformer, and this is Fall of Cybertron, Starscream. Now I have been waiting for a Starscream figure from the Cybertron games ever since War of Cybertron, and I finally got one and I love it. Now here he is as he is seen in Fall of Cybertron. Very nice representation of his Cybertronian jet mode. Got this very awesome clear orange cockpit right here, and you've got some pink paint details on the inside of the vents. Nice purple Decepticon symbols. Some pink outlines being brought out here, and just overall you can kind of guess where the legs are, but it's very nice. I really like this detail right here that's apparent in robot mode as his spine. It's very cool. He's just really nice looking, and you can't really recreate his whole like hover mode thing, really, I guess, but you know, no problems there. This is just a really cool figure in its jet mode, and with it you get weapons, and with that weapons you get these things, and to use these they just plug in at the bottom right here. You can use any of the two pegs. I prefer to use the short pegs in the bottom. And there are no null rays, but now he's got like Gatling guns. So he's a jet with Gatling guns. Yeah, because those work. Anyway, let's get on with the transformation, shall we? Move those to the side. To transform this guy, just gotta unpeg its legs from the back here. And if you want, you can bring the legs forward like this. It's just a little fun mode you can have. Bring his arms out like this, which is for the regular robot mode. And now we have a Gerwalk mode. Pretty effective looking Gerwalk mode too. Very nice. Now to continue with the transformation, just flip the legs back the way they're supposed to be. Flip the nose cone in. And you bring this whole section down. You can see that's his spine. It's very cool. It's gonna not really peg in, but it's gonna hold in there pretty well for now anyway. Then we come down here, we move this down, then we flip this, and this is where you have to pay attention a bit. First is flip the head up, and there's this hinge right here, and that hinge goes up, and it's on both sides of the head, so that goes up. And then this comes down, and this big peg's going to peg in right there, right into his butt. Then you just straighten the arms out, take these flaps, point them back, and flip his head around. And there we have the treacherous Starscream in all of his sinister glory. And this is a great representation of Starscream. He's a little hollow on the inside here. It's a bit hollow, but you know, it can get past that. And I really like the way this guy looks. He looks really good. Very good. And let me just point out some detail here. He's got a very nice head with great light piping. Look at that. Look at that. That's very awesome orange light piping. He's got an orange point right here for no reason. He's just really good looking. I like his overall design aesthetic very well. He's just a boss. He looks like a boss, even though he's never gonna be one. Poor Starscream. Now then, for his articulation, it's pretty good. His head's on a swivel, so it can rotate side to side, even though these things get in the way, so you can't really get much out of that. His arms can go in and out right here at the transformation joint, I guess, if you want. And they can move out and rotate. They aren't ball joints, they're more universal joints. You can rotate here. He's got double jointed elbows for transformation, very nice, and they don't look that bad when you bend them either. Then he's got a swivel at the wrist. No waist from transformation purposes. His legs can go forward, back, in and out. Can rotate. There's no ball joints on this guy, I just realized. Strange. He can bend at the knee, a little above 90. And he's got this little toe thing here. And even though it's really tight, you do have a bit of an ankle tilt. So it works. He's got great posability. This is a greatly posable kit. He can pull off a lot of great action poses. Even though he's Starscream, he's not really for the action-y type. He can pull off some fisticuffs like nobody business. But that's not all. He does have his weapons, which are, you know, the two little Gatling gun weapons. He can hold them like normal. Or if you want, you can peg him to his arms like this. Let's do this one. And I guess you can simulate his null rays. But really, what these weapons are meant to do is combine. You take them, and I like to line up the barrels just right. And then you peg them together like so. And then all of a sudden, it's not right. It's not perfect. There we go. All of a sudden, you have the scrap maker from the game, which was the weapon for like the scout class. But it's cool. It's got these gear systems in it, so when they rotate together, and it's really awesome. It's got multiple handles on it. You got these two big ones right here, and then this one. I like to have them underslung it, because even though it was a weapon designed for the smaller class, this is a pretty big toy weapon right here. If it was smaller, I would have liked that a lot better. He could hold it a lot easier, but he can hold it just fine the way it is now as a big weapon. That looks nice. Now then, before I wrap things up, let me compare him to one of his Decepticon brethren. Here he is next to Soundwave. And yeah, Soundwave has a considerable bit of height on him, but as we all know, these deluxes are shrinking nowadays. But he does look nice. Looks good. He should be at about the same height, if not a wee bit taller than Soundwave, but size out of the issue here. I don't have my Megatron right now, actually. He's in a box somewhere. But I've stood him next to Megatron, and he looks very nice next to him. He looks very small compared to the Megatron, and that's really the most appropriate way to put Starscream. Being tiny and insignificant next to Megatron. Anyways, this was my review of Fall of Cybertron Starscream. I highly recommend this figure. He's got great posability, great detail, a fun and easy transformation, and a hidden Gerwalk mode. Also, the Scrap Maker as a weapon is a very awesome addition. So, catch you all later.